What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, y'all?
It is Danny and Anzo. We are back again for our second episode of Square One. I want to thank you all for joining us. Like I said earlier, we're going to try and do different topics, not always comic book stuff. But if questions come that way, we can try and answer. But we mainly want to try and focus on sports on today. Alternator and Nanazino.
What up,
What's up?
guys?
Thank you all for joining us, like you always
For
do.
sure.
Um, We both are, as you can tell back here. I'm a basketball fan. So is Anzo. He likes the Spurs, uh, uh, and I kind of like his arch nemesis back in the day, which would have been Chicago Bulls. I don't like them now because they suck. But
They do.
we're gonna talk about the NBA, what's going on in the NBA, a few questions, and also what's going on in the NFL.
Mhm.
The first thing we're gonna talk about, the first question is: should the NBA restart, or should they wait the next year to try it and give us basketball? As we all know, the crisis now that has the number behind it, the 1-9 behind it,
Mhm.
is doing more damage than was anticipated. It seems now that numbers are spiking, and that's giving people calls for pause and calls to be more precautious. In
Mhm.
fact, yesterday I was reading. I think I was looking on. It may have been First Take. I'm not mistaken, but it said on there 16 out of 302 NBA players tested positive.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that percentage is. That's not even 1%, if I'm not 1 or 2% at the most.
Yeah.
But
Players, yeah, probably low.
but still, that's your teammate. Would you want to be on the team? Well, I know you want to be on a team, but would you want to be in the same area as him?
Hmm.
Or how long does he have to quarantine himself? So, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that they should restart, or should they try this new thing they're talking about, like being pretty much sequestered for 6 to 8 weeks at the Disney facility and play like tournament style basketball? Does that appeal to you?
Um, Kind of, and yes and no. My biggest issue is the fact that they're giving the players the option if they want to go or not, right? So you're going to have some teams there with major stars on their team that aren't going to be playing, right? And me, I'm a Laker hater, so I definitely don't want to see the Lakers win no championship this year. So I'm saying, yes, shut that shit down for the season.
But what you gonna do with those games that they play? I mean, for some of the, I mean, are they paying these players? Are these players still getting paid? I mean,
The
how are they
ones
going to
that,
re?
the
No, I
ones
mean,
that, oh, go
I
ahead.
mean, since the season is not progressing,
Hmm.
are they still getting those checks because they're not playing any games? How is that player going to recoup that money?
That's the thing, and that's the thing. They're not, right? And the players that opt out will not get paid. It's only the ones that go to Orlando and stay in the bubble. Those are the ones that will get paid. So there's a lot of players out there saying, like Kyrie Irving came out and said he wants them to not do the season, and then another player came out and was like, "Well, that's you because you make a lot of money, so you're cool with it, right?" But I mean, at the same time, these guys are making millions of dollars, right? So if they can't go without a few months without playing, gotta handle your money better, bro.
Yeah, but is it fair to ask somebody to risk their life for a game or
That's
for
the question.
entertainment?
That's the question, right? And what they're gonna do is, I'm guessing there's gonna be a 2 week quarantine when everybody gets to Orlando, and then they're gonna start playing. So everybody in there will be safe, but they're not gonna allow family members, or they're not gonna allow people to watch the games or anything. So they're trying to keep it safe. My problem is let's say you have the Clippers and Paul George doesn't decides he doesn't want to go. Well, he's a star player. He doesn't go. That's a real hit to that team. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Um, see what they do.
that's going to be
Uh,
very interesting.
I don't necessarily. I want to see the games, but I don't. I don't think it's fair. it's not even rational to ask anybody to risk their lives for just for a game. So
Mm-hmm.
if someone doesn't show up, and there's a marquee player, I wouldn't be mad. I can
Mm-hmm.
honestly sit here and say I wouldn't be mad. Um, I wouldn't even be disappointed because I know what the stakes are. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to look out for your family. You got to look out for yourself, right? No telling if you have underlining like illnesses and stuff like that, bro. So anything can possible. So I'm with you. If a player says he doesn't want to go, I'm all fine with that. You know what I mean? But my point is, if too many star players don't go, you're stacking the odds, or you're giving a team that has their full team better chance to win the championship. And then if they do win the championship, it's like going to be an asterisk on this one. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's definitely going to be an asterisk.
Hmm.
Whoever wins this season is going to have that asterisk on there, and as history records it, and commentators talk about it, and fans
Hmm.
talk about it. You go to the barbershop, people are going to say, "Oh man," and especially if it's your team. Let's just say hypothetically that the Spurs come up and win this.
Hmm.
Oh man, you know good and well. Then that was a gimme. Then that's gonna cause a argument, all this kind of stuff. So, yeah,
100%. Because if the Lakers win, I'll be like asterisk. But if the Spurs win, I'll be defending that shit. I'll be like, no, was it?
uh-huh,
No, was it?
yep,
So
yep.
yeah.
Um, Richard Jefferson.
Hmm.
I don't know what this individual was smoking,
Do you
but
seen it, right? You watched the clip?
yeah, I saw what other guy, I can't think of his name. He get up and walk off the set.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up,
What's
Mister
up?
Vin Diesel?
How
Sorry,
you doing?
gentlemen.
It's okay.
Hey,
Glad to have you on.
Thank you. Thank
Excellent.
you.
For those of
Proud to
you
be
that
here.
glad to have you. For those of you that don't know, this is my childhood friend. I've known this guy for over 35 years. He's a very close friend of mine. So glad to have you on, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you hear the first topic? What are your
No,
thoughts?
I just got on.
We were talking about, should the NBA restart the season or should they not? So what's your opinion on that?
hey, before we get started, your friend already got cool points, man, because he rocking a Redskin hat.
Oh, he's a Redskin fan, bro.
Oh yeah.
Not too many of us over here representing.
You
Yeah,
you met another one. You have met another one.
oh my God, two Redskin fans. How's it feel
Yeah.
to not ever have a championship, or at least not in the last 10 years? How's that
Oh,
feel?
y'all ain't had on the last. Y'all ain't had something in the last 20-something years, if I count.
You guys had in the last 20 years. Was it 20 years? When was the last time you had it?
I'm thinking you a Dallas Cowboy fan. You a
No,
Dallas
no,
Cowboy
no.
fan?
No, he's a
Pittsburgh,
Steelers
bro.
fan.
Oh, Steelers. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all. But see, y'all messing up. Y'all let old boy Le'Veon Bell. Should have paid the man.
Absolutely.
Should have paid him.
100%. I agree with that 100%. And then we
It's
had to
not-
deal with Antonio Brown shit,
Who
man.
might be joining us.
Really? That's the talk?
I'll take him.
That's the word. That's the
Oh,
word.
So
But
what
y'all
is
should
it?
have paid. Y'all should have paid him or put somebody on him, man. Hey, somebody teach him how to act.
Yeah, they were stupid. They should
I
never
think
let him go.
Rivera's going to do that.
Who's going to do it?
Rivera.
Oh, yeah. I think he'll be a good asset to you guys' team. So, you know what? You guys can
you
have
just
him.
gotta get a
Your team is
quarterback.
trash anyways. You can have him.
Wait,
Our quarterback is trash. You're right.
you're about to go through what we've been going through.
I
So
know.
the talk will be different after this year.
I know. I already see it in the cards, bro. Last year was horrible. Our defense sucked, man. And without Antonio Brown, we have no offense whatsoever.
Y'all only bright spot was y'all running back. What he was decent.
He was okay.
Connor,
Yeah, Connor was okay, but he was
Yeah, Connor surprised me. He really surprised me.
he was no Bell though.
No.
I would have kept Bell. I would have kept Bell.
100%.
So as far as the question goes about the NBA, should they start?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one because as I was driving home, I passed the schoolyard court, and I'm watching how these guys are really up and close on each other, and it just takes one guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole NBA is going to go down. So I don't know. I figured the NBA would be probably one of the last sports because they're constantly together with limited equipment.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. But supposedly they're going to be in Orlando in this big old bubble with no family members or anything like that, right? And as I was saying earlier, my issue is they're giving some players the option to not go, right? So let's say you have the Clippers and Paul George doesn't go. Like that's a big hit to that team, you know what I mean? It's like, and as I said, I don't want to see the Lakers win a championship, bro. I really don't. So shut this
No,
season down.
man, why you hate the Lakers so much?
Because I'm a Spurs fan. That's why,
Oh my Lord.
bro.
You rather see Showtime than the Spurs.
Hell no, not at all. Nope, nope, nope,
The
nope, nope.
Showtime Lakers. The Showtime Lakers now. That was way before your Spurs start
Yes,
doing their thing.
and the reason why is right. When I first started watching basketball, my brother was at my house, and I was young. I wanted to watch. I think it was '88. I wanted to watch something on TV. He's like, "No, the NBA playoffs. Lakers are playing," and they were playing the Pistons that year, and that was the year they beat the Pistons. So I was just on my bed and I was vexed, and I'm just sitting there and I'm hoping for the Pistons to win, you know. And then that's how that's how my basketball watching started, and I've hated the Lakers ever since.
It's funny how family could create hatred towards sports, huh?
Oh yeah,
That's how I became a
absolutely.
Redskins fan.
You gotta get over that, Lonzo, man. You gotta
Nope.
get over that.
Nope. And then when I started following the Spurs, then we had that rivalry with the Lakers, right? I had a
But
friend at work. Huh?
how'd you stay awake?
How did I stay awake?
Yeah, watch the game.
Oh, you're saying they were boring? Yo, Spurs
Oh,
were
were
not
they ever? They
Oh, God.
they were efficient but boring.
At first, right? But once Manu, Ginobili, and Parker came into their own, they weren't as boring, man. They really weren't. It's just when David Robinson was there, they were like inside, outside, inside, outside. So I can understand how they were. I could understand how they were boring, right? But I had a friend at work who was a Lakers fan. So one day the Lakers, it was a playoff game. Lakers were playing, and I think Kobe had dunked over Tim Duncan, and this guy had fucking taped that shit to my desk, bro. I came in and all I seen was Kobe Bryant going over Tim Duncan, and I was like, "Look at this guy, man." So yeah, I will
Well,
always
Kobe
hate the
was a
Lakers.
beast.
He was, he was. I hated him too.
Yeah. Oh
Hated,
well.
hated him. Hated Michael Jordan.
What?
What?
Yes, I hated Michael Jordan. That's right. You heard that.
You know, where'd he go?
Phantom Zone, Danny, early.
That's a good one.
How in the
Listen,
world do you hate Michael Jordan?
Hated him. Too
I
good.
was just thinking to myself yesterday, I'm usually the underdog. I don't like the favorites. With hockey, I hated Wayne Gretzky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I couldn't really say in football, but I didn't really like teams that put all these superstars together. But when I watched that 30-30 with Jordan, and I already knew it, but this guy was a beast, and he played the sport the way I wanted to play sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody's better than me,
Mm-hmm.
all or nothing, and that's the reason why I love him. Because I heard some horror stories about him. I don't know if they're true, but he wasn't so pro-black, and
I don't know about that. I think he was an asshole now, and I
well,
think that.
as a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as it relates to basketball, I think he used to play with people's minds and do all kind of crazy stuff, and he probably would proceed as asshole. But at the end of the day,
He got the job done.
when it was crunch time, this is an analogy I always use when somebody say about Jordan and LeBron comparison. If you had your loved one that was dead, and you pick somebody to play in that game, they had to make the last shot, and if they made the last shot, you could be with your loved one for one whole day. Who would you pick? Would you pick Michael Jordan to make that last shot or LeBron James? Most people are going to say Michael Jordan.
I would take Jordan.
So if you say that
That's a
to me,
no-brainer.
then that means he is better.
Well,
I don't care. I don't care how his stats are. LeBron going to outstat Jordan.
Well, you're talking about the last shot. Jordan was a better shooter than LeBron.
Jordan
James
wanted the ball. I think
in the
LeBron
clutch,
is looking. LeBron's looking to make the play.
I'm talking about overall play. Yeah, because LeBron is bigger. I ain't gonna say necessarily faster, but he's bigger and stronger than Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody keeps saying that he is this basketball genius. There's no he can't be no smart. He can't be smarter than Jordan. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. He don't have the killer instinct.
That's
Jordan
it.
can see stuff
You
before
said it right there. Killer
Him
instinct.
and Pippen are the best 1-2 punch I've seen. And then people want to say, well, they compared it to Steph Curry and
Klay
what's the
Thompson.
Spanish brother? Klay Thompson. They're the best shooting backcourt I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they're not the best 1-2, 84 games. I think Scotty and Jordan is more durable. Just my opinion.
Absolutely.
The Batman and Robin of the NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. But Shaq and Kobe is very close.
I don't know.
You
Because
don't think so?
Shaq would be dragging along. Pippen was a horse, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Pippen was a horse. He was like Rodman with skills.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Shaq in his heydays, whoo.
If Shaq could stay in shape and not get out of shape, he'd been hard to handle. But as far as footwork now, as far as a footwork center, there is none better than Elijah Wan. He is the best footwork center I've seen with the Keem shake and all that kind of stuff. If Shaq had his skill set for his footwork, he'd truly be unstoppable.
Yeah, for sure. The only reason Shaq was so great was because he was big, right?
Yep.
Olajuwon, man, I used to, like I said, when I was a Spurs fan, David Robinson was my guy. And they had that playoff series, man, and Olajuwon schooled David Robinson in every single game. It broke my heart. David Robinson was MVP that year. Yeah, he destroyed him, bro.
But it's funny you guys brought up centers because on the NBA topic, this guy, what's his name? Mutombo? Sorry.
Mutombo?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The one in Milwaukee.
Oh, Antetokounmpo?
The Greek freak.
Yes, the Greek freak. Thank you very much. I've been watching this guy. I've been watching a lot of highlights of this guy. And I feel that the NBA has closed a blind eye to this guy's footwork because I seen a play where they inbound the ball to him. He bounced it twice and dunked it. Now, I don't know. Every time I do the math, it's impossible. You can't get that ball on your court, your side of the court, bounce it twice and dunk it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, his hops and his first step, like he is crazy, bro.
He's a good, not even, some guys take 4 or even 3. He took a good 6 steps. And they talked about it on, I forget the name of that talk show, but anyways, they were talking about it. And one of the guys who's an NBA analyst said, it's entertainment, regardless if you travel, it's entertainment. I'm like, how could you say that? Like,
that's what they said.
It also depends
on the travel.
Yeah, it does depend on the star because
it depends on the star. If you Jordan or Pippen or somebody
or Harden,
but those guys didn't get away with many travels. If you really look at them, they really did. They really respected the rule of the game. I find even the carrying and
and nowadays, yeah, man. Look at James Harden.
I don't mind the carrying because sometimes the carrying make the move look more spectacular.
Thank you. It does. I can't lie.
So I don't mind that part of it. Now they take a 4 or 5.
Away Iverson's skill set a bit if you did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you're right, man. It's like I said, it depends on on who you are, how close the game is, how important the game is. You're gonna kind of look the blind eye. The referees are.
James Harden travels like crazy, bro.
I don't like James Harden.
Everything he does.
The only thing I like about Houston is Russell Westbrook because he is a beast. He is my most favorite player to watch in the NBA because he every play he's giving you 1,000
that rim.
Yeah, he's too cocky for me though, man. He's too cocky for me though.
Really?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that part of his personality, but like his play on the game on the court.
Oh, he's a beast.
Man, he gives it to you. I just hope that he's gonna have to develop another part of his game because his athleticism is not gonna last maybe 10, 12 years.
It's not gonna win him a championship either.
No, it's not. Especially the way he plays. If he doesn't learn, I mean, he's learning this year. This last year with Houston, I mean, he was a part of that team. But there were times when he was an OKC man and he would just take over and like Kevin Durant literally had to look at him like, give me the ball type of thing,
Mm-hmm. Our next question is Richard Jefferson. I saw this last night and I wanted to fly to wherever they film, get up and slap him myself.
Me too.
And I'm not a Spurs fan, but he said that he don't think Tim Duncan deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And one of the other
That's a
analysts get up
hater.
and walk off.
Absolutely a hater.
He said that Ginobili, Pop, Tony Parker gave him everything, pretty much carried him his whole career. And the guy said, how in the world could you say the best power forward in the NBA should not be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Boy
know.
can tell you, I hate the Spurs for no reason. Can't stand them, right? If you ask me about their skill set, you have to call a spade a spade. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Tim Duncan is boring, just like Karl Malone is boring, but they get the job done. And this guy held up championships. He just, a great coach needs great players. And be it that him and Popovich were match made in heaven or whatnot, these guys ran things. You just had to hate them, And Tim Duncan was a major piece.
Absolutely. Like Richard Jefferson said how, it was the system. And I'm like, bro, the system was put in place to around Duncan. You know what I mean? It's not he was part of the system. He was the fucking system.
That's someone who's sad that he wasn't a part of that system. Who's Richard Jefferson anyway?
He was on the team.
He played.
That's what I'm saying. He played with Timmy.
That's what you call a turncoat.
Yeah. I said something must have happened there because I'm like, for you to say that, first off, you actually agreed and said he's the best power forward in the game. And then you say he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer? How does that even make sense?
Who deserves first ballot? If you're the best and you don't deserve it, who deserves first ballot?
Exactly my point. And that's what I was saying. I'm like, yo, this guy is a clown. When I seen that clip, bro, I was like, what the hell is this guy smoking? And he was with Kendrick Perkins was the other guy. And Kendrick Perkins was like, are you crazy? Like, really?
Perkins. Is that the guy with the thick beard?
Yeah.
It's funny you bring him up because I wanted to say something about this guy, but I couldn't remember his name. This guy was talking about the East and who's the only threat in the East to Milwaukee. And he's talking about Boston. Listen, Boston's got a good team, but since Kawhi left Toronto's holding their own, right? These guys got chemistry and they're running on a system. They got a great coach. So for you to not even acknowledge Toronto, why are you on that TV and I'm watching you and I'm on that TV telling you something different?
Oh, I agree with you 100%. They think just because, and I thought it. I said when Kawhi is gone, Toronto's going to be trash. But they proved to me,
to prove.
Yeah,
they have something to prove.
And Siakam has stepped up big time, right? So as fact that he stepped up big time and Toronto was in like second or third place at one point, I'm like, yo, they're a threat. Don't think just because Kawhi is not there, they're not. So
yeah, but they're not getting back to the championship.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Boston's not gonna make it there because Kevin Durant.
They gotta go through Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia's. You're right. Philadelphia is a team that almost beat them last year. So, like they pretty much lost because of one lucky shot by Kawhi. You know what I mean?
That's the basketball gods, my friend.
I know. You guys
need
know
to add some spice to the game,
You know I can't stand Kawhi too, right?
Listen, he was on your team.
I know.
What?
And when they let him go, they
didn't let him go.
Please, well, you want to look at it the political way.
You don't let the claw?
Nope.
When he left and went to Toronto, it's like something that you wish for in every game. You just had that one piece. Just give me that one guy. Let me show you what I could do. And it actually happened. And bam, championship.
Yep.
But you see, the thing is, when Pop sent him to Toronto, he had no idea. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm sending this guy out of the country. And they sent him to Toronto, and then they won the championship. So it's like, holy,
What did I tell you about DeRozan? I was writing for the 2 years previous. Please trade DeRozan. Please trade DeRozan. And he went to, he has his game, but he's a few pieces short of being on a championship team. He can't lead a team.
No, he
Rosen
can't.
also suffers from like mental illness too, not depression.
Yeah, he does. He talks about it all the time. His
Yeah, that kind of
game,
hurt.
though, when he first came, I was like, okay, DeRozan fits in pretty well. And then for some reason, half of the season, he just starts to fall off, man.
Playoffs.
Yeah, he
I don't
falls
think it's
off.
him. I think it's what's the other sorry center y'all got? LaMarcus Jordan. Oh
Did
my
you call
God,
him sorry?
man, LaMarcus Jordan. I can play that, and I know I'm sorry. He is not consistent. He was
No,
good
he's
when he was
not.
in Portland, but when he come
Yeah,
to us, he wake up like, oh, I feel like playing. Then he'll go out there and score you 20 something, 30 something points. But nights he say, fuck it, shit, you might be lucky to get
he
12.
he doesn't rebound. He's always taking these fucking jumpers, and it drives me crazy. I'm like, bro, take it to the fucking rim. Like that's what
You
you
know
got
what
to
I'm
do in
saying?
Portland. That's
Why
what
are
you
you
do in
taking
Portland.
A big man does
22-point
not
jump shot?
belong in the NBA.
What's that?
Big men don't have a place in the NBA no more.
Yeah, it's getting
The game has
bad.
evolved to
Mm-hmm.
3 points.
Yeah.
Steph Curry changed the game, but in some aspects of the game, he destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got centers out there taking
Mm-hmm.
shit 3 points, times they across the half court.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that on a consistent basis. Only Steph and Clay I see can do that on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
And Clay in some aspects is better than Steph because when he get hot,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, man, Clay Thompson has scored 30 something points in
And
one
like,
quarter.
yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I remember that game too. He was on fire, bro. He was just hitting three after three. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, no, Splash Brothers, no. When their team broke up, I was like, yes, finally, get rid of these guys. They were horrible, man.
If Durant would have stayed there, them guys probably would have won 6 or 7 championships, man.
I
If he
agree.
would have stayed there.
I agree.
So
Well, I won't say that because LeBron and Anthony Davis they're a team, boy. They're to be
yeah,
reckoned
but
with.
I
they
think they're
got
still a
4
piece of
All
too
Stars.
short.
They got 4 All Stars. 4 All Stars. 2 All Stars ain't gonna beat 4 All Stars.
Draymond Green is getting down there. I don't know about that one. I won't put him as an all-star anymore.
He's when they're in their system, he is the guy.
Yes, he is a piece in their system. Absolutely right. 100%. What were you saying,
I'm
Robert?
sorry.
Roberto?
Sorry?
What were you saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was just listening. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
We already discussed. I think that's all the NBA questions we had. You told me. You got anything else you want to bring up about the NBA? Because now we're gonna switch over to the NFL.
No, I'm good with that.
I got about 9 topics for that one.
Cool. I got my rant for Tim Duncan off my chest. So Richard Jefferson, fuck you.
Yeah. My sentiments is that. First NFL question. In your opinion, does the NFL owe Colin Kaepernick an apology?
You want to start? Go ahead, Mr. Mendizel. Go ahead.
I think they do because they pretty much tried to humiliate him, embarrass him, desecrate his name to the point of the president talking about him when they failed to see, after so many people having to lose their lives, failed to see the truth that it was all about police brutality. You know, and being from Canada, I mean, you know, we have our racism here, but there's no comparison. It's almost like the dollar, you know. And for a man like that to stand up during those times where a lot of people who have power that were hidden are in the forefront now, I have a lot of respect for him. But the thing that bothered me is when the president of the NFL mentioned his name. He should have just apologized for not acknowledging that police brutality exists. He should not have mentioned Kaepernick's name. To me, that's where I felt he made a mistake. Because there's no apology that can make up for what you did to this guy.
For real. 100%.
What you make up to this guy is action.
100%. They
Give
blackballed
this guy
him.
recognition for the action because it's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. I break everything down to math. and my calculator does not equate that.
And I,
I'm sorry.
I agree with you 100%, man. They blackballed this guy for what, 3 years now? You know what I mean? And then they tried to, like, yeah, we're going to have a workout. And they gave him this contract where it had like all kinds of stipulations in it that if he signed it, he would never be able to sue the NFL for anything again. And I was like, yo, you guys weren't really trying to work him out. You were just trying to get your agenda taken care of so that you can be like, listen, we don't want to have any more problems with this guy. But now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, Colin Kaepernick was right. Well, really? We knew that from how long ago? You want to sit there and say he's disrespecting the flag when it had absolutely nothing to do with that. So, yeah, they definitely owe him an apology, and they owe him, like, put his name out there, let him get on a team. They're talking about putting him on a team, and I don't want them to put him on a team. I want a team to say, we need Kaepernick, and we're going to go out and get Kaepernick. I don't want them to put him on a team.
Give him a tryout.
Yeah, for sure.
If he doesn't make the team, he doesn't make the team.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Without getting too deep, I'm just going to say I definitely think that they owe him an apology. I am a veteran. I was not offended at the first slightest when I found out he was kneeling.
Your mic cut off, man. No, your mic cut off. Nope. It says mute now.
You don't know?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. I was saying that I wasn't offended by it. That I understood after he explained why he was doing it. I understood, I comprehended, and said, okay. Didn't have a problem with it. If it was causing so much commotion, then what they could have done was just not show the national anthem. Then that could have solved the whole thing. He still would have got his point across. But when someone tells you why they're doing something, and that explanation makes sense, and there's some credence to it, then that's freedom of speech. So how are you going to have freedom of speech to say what you want to say, but then when somebody else expresses it some way that you don't agree with, and that's when you saying all this and all that. So I definitely think the NFL should give them an apology. They probably won't because, unfortunately, the NFL is so powerful. NFL is so powerful and makes so much money that I don't think fans are going to boycott it.
No, they won't.
It would have to be something very egregious for black fans, white fans, Hispanic fans, whatever nationality you are, race you are, sex you are, for something to happen. Just like we knew that certain players in this were abusing women. Don't approve of that at all. Don't agree with it at all. I know that it's wrong, but they let some people back in. Some people they didn't let back in, and it still didn't hurt the NFL. I don't think bottom line it didn't hurt it. As long as you don't start cutting into them owners' money, they're gonna keep rolling.
Absolutely.
So they don't care if they don't, because I don't think the corona gonna hurt it. It may hurt their ticket sales
for the last weekend.
But they're viewing on TV. Shoot, I'm gonna be there every Sunday.
Oh, me too.
So
me too.
It may hurt ticket sales, but it ain't gonna hurt television viewership.
And me personally, a few years ago, I said I was gonna boycott it, and that year I didn't really watch much. But the year after, I was right back in the thick of it, man. Every Sunday, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, thank God football is back. So,
well, hey, man. You cancel football, you're canceling fantasy football, you're canceling a few things, right?
So, exactly.
It's a dramatic change.
Your mic again, Danny. And you know how we love our fantasy football, bro.
First time, boy.
I know, eh?
Long time coming. Oh my God.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
I was about to say about fantasy football got me back in love even more than I was. I was getting a little bored with it.
You keep chipping out though, Danny.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
if
Go
you
ahead and talk.
if you play fantasy football, Danny, I'm gonna send you a link to our league because we need someone else, right? I got I think 1 or 2 players that were inactive, so I'll cut them and I'll bring you in. And my boy, congratulations, he won his first year this year. After how many years have we been doing this, Rob?
It's a good 6, 7.
7 years.
Always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid. Always in the finals,
hmm
only to lose.
Last,
Watch many champions. But you know what?
last year, I was the worst out of my league. Oh my!
Really? I
I
think
was so
my
pissed off. Oh my God.
I thought because we do a live draft now, right? So I thought I had a good team, bro. I was like, yeah, my team is good, right? And Antonio Brown was going through that crap. So no one picked him up. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to take Antonio Brown. And then he went to the Patriots, and I was like, oh my God, yes. And then he played 1 week and was done. And my team was done after that, bro. It was done. Once he was, man, I was changing players
Man.
every
Comes
week.
down to you know what? The tight end and the quarterback are crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Crucial. Because if
Yep.
your quarterback goes down and you have to rely on somebody who has a running team,
Mm-hmm.
who is always in a defensive division.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened because my 2 quarterbacks were Tom Brady and Big Ben. Big Ben got hurt, and then Tom Brady didn't do nothing this year.
No,
So
you had nobody to play with.
I know.
Well, you see, Danny, why I like our league is because there's not many guys, and you can make some really good trades in the first 2-3 weeks and
Mm-hmm.
pick
How
up
many
some
guys?
players.
How many guys you got in the league?
We do 8.
Oh,
I played in a league with 14 guys. You lose your quarterback,
You're
you're writing
done.
off that whole season.
I know one year, boy, I got Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Boy, I thought I was going to be Aaron Rodgers. That is,
We
Shit,
lost them again, huh?
yeah. We keep losing you, Danny. Something's going on with you today.
yeah.
You know who killed me this year? I finally got a top 3 or 5 running back, Alvin Kamara.
Oh yeah, I know.
This was his worst season, huh? And
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
starting to wonder, it's because I got him? Because last year, every game I saw this guy play, he had minimum 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
year, I don't think he got his first touchdown to like week 5.
Yeah, he was garbage this year. But a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
running backs were trash this year, bro.
Yeah,
A
because
lot
they
of them.
left their teams. They went to other teams, but on the same team?
Um,
Who?
I'm trying to figure out who I had because I know my running back core was really
Don't talk
trash.
about the Chicago Bears because that's a write-off with Cohen and the other guy.
Yeah, that was
Shoot.
trash too.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got you.
Hey, I'm just telling you, the best quarterback.
Ah,
they don't want us to know.
yeah, I know, I know. It keeps coming in and coming out, Danny. Maybe your cord is shorted or something.
All right.
What up,
Well,
Fado?
that better.
Yeah, I got you now.
All right.
Nope. Nope. Chipping out again. So, guys, we are having technical difficulties today. This is what happens on the second episode of Square One. But don't worry, we will have this fixed.
What happens when you're coming live? You can't prevent what the guys want to happen, right?
You know what I mean? It's all good. Danny's so used to like kicking us in the phantom zone all the time. This is karma coming back to this
Is
guy right
that what
now.
he did to you before when you disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny.
Yeah. Oh, you should see he does it all the time, bro. Mention
Nice
Blank Man.
Who?
Blank Man. The movie Blank Man. He
Okay,
can't
okay.
stand that movie, bro. Yeah, so
I hope that better.
yeah, if just talking we'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah, you sound like we got you.
Okay, is that better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What I was saying, to me, the best quarterback to have is Lamar Jackson.
right
Boy,
now,
he
and
go-
that's who I had.
And you picked him up off the trade, right? Off of the
Yeah,
what
he was
waiver?
sitting free.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
took him, and he picked him up.
Yeah, boy, you get Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. Woo!
I think his
Yeah,
brother had Patrick Mahomes.
yes, he
Yeah,
did. He
yeah,
was first all year.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
that? I think I was
yeah,
first 1 week, and he held it the rest to the
yeah.
end of
He
the
did.
season.
Yeah, he did.
I play on NFL and in ESPN Fantasy. Which league y'all play on?
Yahoo.
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 Yeah,
Okay. I
Yahoo.
have to set up an
I'll,
account.
yeah, set up an account. I'll send you an email to come in. I'll kick someone out, and then you come in our league, man.
That'll work. Let me see what our next question was.
You want to go through the chat for a bit first?
Oh, we can. All right.
See what questions we got there.
Australia said, I think they should just wait till next year to do this. I think he's referring to the NBA.
NBA. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
what
be
I'm
mad
saying.
about it.
me
That's what I'm
neither.
saying. Keep everybody safe. All those guys who are injured get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Have your camp running from now until then.
Mm-hmm. Because when they do this, right, they're going to do this, and then it's going to extend the off season. It's going to extend the start of next season. So we don't even know when next season is going to start after this, right? So I'm just like, yeah, just close it out, man.
Because like anywhere else, you see when they jump the gun with this coronavirus, Corona wins.
Oh yeah,
So
man. It's getting bad again over there in Florida. Hot spot again.
I'm in one of
Ooh.
the hot spots too. South Carolina. It's
Oh,
hot.
you're in a hot spot now.
wow.
There are 8 states that, if you try to go to New Jersey, New York, and I want to think Connecticut, that you have to instantly quarantine yourself 14
14
days
days,
as
yeah.
soon as you get into the state.
That's crazy,
Or
man.
they're finding your ass and locking you up.
Mm-hmm. Here it's been getting
Manager,
better.
I hope it'll get better here. People just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach. I don't know if you ever heard of that. That's one of
Yes.
the biggest tourist spots in South Carolina and on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And the beaches are just packed.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that the day they opened up, people were out there. Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
No mask, nothing.
And that's one of the big destinations for spring break. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, it's crazy. And then in May they usually have something called Memorial Bike Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work that, and man, it's bikers from all over the country. But they
Jeez.
canceled that. But they plan on having something on Labor Day, kind of doing the same thing because it brings in so much money. But I won't be working that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Who was the
Hopefully
NBA
that-
player who touched all the microphones at the press conference when this was started?
Rudy Gobert.
Because I think Donovan what's his name? His teammate
Donovan Mitchell. Mm-hmm.
is pissed at him, buddy. He don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they even talking. So I think he gave it to Donovan.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. He was being a smart ass. You know what I mean? They were talking about it, he didn't know, so he's sitting there and he's touching it, and then boom. Next day, I think it was like the next day or maybe a week later, he was like, "Oh, he has it." I'm like, "Really?"
But in his defense, I don't think Corona was taken very serious at that time. It was still, people were still skeptical about the severity of it or whatever. And then it just seems like when he did it, it just blew up.
Yeah, you're right.
So the timing was not on his side.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
He's known as the idiot now.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
100%. He is.
He said, "Hey, I'm a Vikings fan, so don't make fun of the poor man." What are you talking about?
I have no idea. But I mean, the Vikes have been good for a while, and they have.
Yeah,
So they took Cousins off our hand.
the Vikings is a team that you don't want to see in the playoffs, man. Depending on which team comes.
Mm-hmm.
I know Cousins is going to let them down at one point of the playoffs, be it the start, the middle, or the end. Cousins is going to let them down. I
Man,
know
he don't care because he got that fat damn contract.
Yeah. And he's going to say, how you like that?
Yeah. Well, you guys are smart to get rid of him, that's for sure.
I think Minnesota made a big mistake letting go. What was his name?
Which
he had
one?
a great season prior to them bringing Cousins over there.
Kirkpatrick?
Oh yeah,
Was it Kirkpatrick? Was it?
It was Kirkpatrick. He's like the journeyman.
let me see. I'll Google that.
Before Cousins, it was Kirkpatrick.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Kirkpatrick.
yeah,
Same
yeah.
mistake.
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
I think now he plays with Tampa Bay. If they ain't done trade him again,
I think he's seen every team in the NBA.
yeah, they call him
Probably.
the journeyman.
NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Cause that's his nickname, the journeyman.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's another one that's good for fantasy because he loves to throw that ball.
Yeah, he'll light you up, boy, if you ain't careful.
Oh yeah,
But don't he catch a lot of interceptions too?
it doesn't matter because you see like him, the one they just let go in Tampa,
Mm-hmm.
the one who threw as many interceptions as touchdowns.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
talking about damn, what's his name? The black quarterback.
Bridgewater.
Not
Yeah,
Bridgewater.
no, not him. Jameis Winston.
Jameson
Oh,
Winston.
yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
Jameson Winston. He gets you a lot of points too, even though he throws a lot of interceptions. He throws 500 yards, 400 yards.
Mhm.
That's what kills you. You get him and he'll throw damn 6 touchdowns, but he throw 4 interceptions, and then you be in the negative in the damn fantasy league.
Yeah,
Like, what the? How the hell you throw 6 quarterbacks? I only got 2 points.
Jameson Winston.
You see what I do in our fantasy league though? Like I give extra bonuses. So if a player does 400 yards, they get an extra points. You know what I mean? Extra. I think it's like
I
25
tell you, you're a
points,
good
something like that.
commissioner we got now, man. You only get like 5 points for a touchdown. You're gonna get 10 yards to get 1 point.
I think that's the same thing with the yards on ours too. But
What?
if you
10
yeah.
yards for 1 point?
Yeah, 10 yards for 1 point as a running back. No. It's a quarterback. Sorry. No. As a quarterback, it's 20. 20 yards for 1 point.
Oh man, I don't want to be in your league then. Shit.
No, but don't worry, because if you get a quarterback that constantly gets 400 yards, you get an extra 25, 30 points, right? So we've had quarterbacks that have ended the week with like 79, 80 points. Someone had like 99 one time. I think his brother quarterback had like 99 points. Just the quarterback alone, bro.
Oh God.
Right? So yeah.
We got to talk when we go off.
What's that?
You could beat the opposing team with your quarterback.
Yeah.
If you have a Mahomes or a Jackson.
You could.
Because I think Jackson almost got me 100 points too. He threw 5 touchdowns, ran for 2. But that's supernatural. Who else is doing that?
Yeah, exactly, right? And it's
I
not
think Mahomes can do that.
And it doesn't happen every game. So that's why you were able to put these points in, because it's like rare that he does something like that.
If I had a chance, I would try and get Jackson again this year.
Yeah, I know you would.
It'd be even better.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would. I usually
don't tell your secrets, Mendizo.
He just told me, bro.
I love competition, Daddy. I love competition.
He just told me usually I go for Tom Brady and Ben. Those who've been my quarterbacks for the last like 5 years, and I always got lucky and got them. This year, no.
I can see Tom. Why would you want Ben Roethlisberger? He is an interception machine.
No, Ben was getting points. Just 2 years ago. Yeah, when he had Antonio, exactly. When he had Antonio 2 years ago, him and Tom Brady, for me, were neck and neck in points.
Look up Ben Roethlisberger's interceptions. The last season he played.
Yeah, last season, I know. He got hurt.
2 seasons. The last two seasons. One game, that sucker threw like 5 interceptions.
Yeah,
in
probably.
One single game.
But he was getting like 3 or 4 touchdowns a game to Antonio Brown, right?
Shit, you was negative 30.
No, no, he was always getting points.
You know, good for points too. Phillip Rivers.
Yes.
Great for points.
The only problem with Phillip is he was getting yards but no touchdowns.
It's his team. It's his team. They don't score. Like you said, they don't get enough touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. And running backs are so finicky because what's the one for the Rams? Man, I used to I can't think of his name. He played for Georgia.
Yeah, I'll find that now.
They traded him this year.
Gurley.
Gurley.
Yeah, Gurley, Todd Gurley. Man, about 2 years ago, man, that sucker would get you about 30 points. Now,
Mhm.
got them bad knees, arthritis knees. Ugh.
It's a very demanding position.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
demanding. And if you don't have a really good O-line, it shows in the longevity. These guys crumple fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like 10 years
Hey.
maybe for a good
yeah, 10
running
years.
back.
That's your life expectancy in NFL for running
Yeah.
back.
Absolutely.
Running
Hey,
backs is 4 years, I think.
No, it's
4?
10.
Running
think
backs
it's 10.
have the shortest life expectancy in football.
I heard it was 10 years. You coming
Running
at
back?
21?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
running
heard it
back.
was 10 too.
When you get 30, your ass is done. So you
Mhm.
gotta get your super max deal before you turn 30.
But
Yeah.
a guy like Saquon Barkley, with getting 30 carries a game, guys like him, I give 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Because
especially.
the guys that are
run
hitting
hard.
him are only getting bigger and faster and stronger.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I agree
they
with you.
do. Hey, read what John said, Anzo.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Square one is good shit. Thank you, John. We appreciate that.
How about let us talk tomorrow?
Get in 2 words or something, you know?
He said, "Ben Dizzle, holy shit, has the voice actor in the making, please." He said,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Ghost Fire said, "I'm just happy to get live sports. All I have at this moment is the UFC. I don't even watch UFC, so
Me
It's
neither.
funny he brings that up. I'm not really crazy about the UFC either, but it is the only thing. And because it is the only thing, it started to draw more on me for some reason.
Oh, yeah? You started
Yeah,
watching it more?
I'm curious. It's almost every fight there's a guy that you say, wow, that could be me.
Mm.
Because of his style, because of his background, where he came from, the way he moves. It's you're analyzing it a lot differently now because there's no distractions. Because if there was football, I wouldn't even know there was a fight.
Yeah, for real.
I'm doing my research. Yeah, I'm sharing a little tips with you for it. I do my little research,
It's okay.
But the one thing I wanted to tell you, Danny, before you cut out in our league, that because I have love for my boy Ford. He's my brother's best friend growing up. This guy was at my house more than my parents.
I'm gonna tell you something about that in a second.
But watch this, Danny. Watch this. A couple of years back, when I was my ego was on my shoulder, felt like everyone was taking advantage of me. This guy would start the draft and not tell anybody. Right?
That's not true.
So we're so anxious, waiting for this draft to start. I log into Yahoo the next day, and Ford has a super team. I see this guy made like 18 trades and all kinds, and none of us even knew, right?
That's not true.
You know it's true, Ford. You know it's true. It's true.
I always send out the fucking email first. I'm like, I'm starting
But
the
look,
draft on this day.
back then, we weren't checking our emails, and you
That's
knew that.
not my fault.
No, you know what I mean? You had my number. You could hit me with a text. But many years later, Danny, when he found someone and he became righteous, he would send us a text and say, I'm doing the draft. So you can pull over on the side of the highway and pick your players, Because that's exactly what I did the first time we did a live draft.
Man, my fellow over here, man, he does it 12 o'clock at noon. Everybody at fucking work. I'm saying, man, why don't you do this at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or 8 o'clock at night? At 12 o'clock, man, I can't stop what I'm doing to pick a draft. And then this sucker, man, he get you got 30 seconds to choose a player. So if you ain't got him in your little thing on the side, you're done. Because you can't scroll through the list.
The player list, yeah.
So you got to put your, I forgot the thing they call it on the side. So that's what I do. So whenever it comes my turn.
I didn't even know my password to log in and pick my team. I just eventually when I got in, I had my team.
Yeah,
but sometimes the auto draft does better than you do.
That's what I was saying. His team did the auto draft, and he got such a good team, bro. And I did it.
Wait, hold on, Ford. Hold on. You saw the trades I made when I picked up Jackson.
Yeah, you made good trades too, but your
I had
team
to go again on. I got to get 4 sloppy seconds, you know, and I picked up a few good ones.
Yo, I tell you, I got rid of the KC fucking wide receiver. What was his name? Your brother picked him up, man. And he first 4 weeks, huh?
You talking about he played for Kansas City?
Yeah.
White guy?
No, the black one.
Number 10?
Yeah, what was his name, man? Jesus.
I don't know.
Slipping my mind right now, but I'll figure it out. Anyways,
because we're sports deprived, man. You can't blame us.
I know, right? It's like it's not on my mind and everything, but I had him for the first 4 weeks. He did nothing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna drop this guy. I'm gonna pick up a wide receiver, but I'm gonna get him back. I forgot to get him back, right? His brother picked him up, and I kid you not, the week his brother picked him up, this guy was getting 20 points a game for the rest of the season. I was so pissed. I was texting him like, yo, bro, you took my dude, man. You really took my dude. I was angry. Yeah, man. So you got to be careful when you're in that league. You got to be careful who you let go.
Well, I've been a bridesmaid so many. Sorry?
No, and not good tight end. I said, they don't have many running backs, and they don't have good tight ends. Them can hurt you, boy.
Yeah,
tight end.
Big time.
Yep. And I had no tight end. I was changing my tight end every week, bro. Tyreek Hill. Thank you very much, Niners Zero. Niners.
But it's like almost
Hill.
every year, some guy just comes out of nowhere and starts to do it, you know?
Yep. 100%.
He said, I'm one of the shitty people thinking everything is overreacting when it comes to the pandemic. But I understand the concern. I like to see at least live practices or something.
Yeah.
That would be
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't show us the game plan. Don't show us, your whatever you call out on the court, number 2 and all of that stuff. But at least show us that, there's something coming, like you guys are starting something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard an article too that they saying that is it going to be more advantageous for teams that don't have a dome versus team that does have a dome? Because they're saying that no domes, the air is better, I guess,
circulation
for the air and stuff. You think that's going to be a problem?
Overanalyzing. That's what I think. They're overanalyzing.
Yeah, I think that
because
too.
Dallas is the most popular team in the damn NFL, and they got a dome, so they're not going not watch put Dallas on TV. Even though I hate them bastards, but they are the most popular team in the NFL.
Oh my God! You know what? I've never hated a team so much.
It ain't a team.
More than the Spurs. More than the Spurs, Daddy. More than the Spurs. But you know what? I don't hate the team. I hate the
fans.
I hate the fans.
You guys said the same
fans are horrible, man. Because when their team sucks, you don't see no Dallas Cowboy jackets, hats. But the minute they win 2 games in a row, they won the Super Bowl.
You do see it where I'm at. Oh, we get them next year. Motherfucker, y'all ain't been to the damn Super Bowl in 20-something years. My son is almost older than when y'all been to Super Bowl. Really? And y'all gonna do it next year? Oh, they fans make me sick.
I'm a little worried with Dak, but I like when they had Romo because I know Romo is gonna keep them riding. Riding thing is gonna happen, and then he's gonna do a Romo thing and fuck it all up.
Oh, now many times.
I don't know, man. I think they keep giving Dak pieces that I'm starting to get worried.
Dak is pissed because first he didn't get that super contract. Now he gonna compete with Andy Dalton. So I don't know.
Another franchise, huh?
Yeah, he signed the franchise tag this year.
I don't know what old Jerry doing, but Jerry trying to win a Super Bowl before he die.
Yeah, he is.
Not going to win it with Dalton. That's for damn sure. He's not winning it with Dalton. Dalton was in Cincinnati, 10 years? They didn't even make the playoffs twice.
Anzo, you are canceled, son. You talking about you saying that
I didn't like Jordan.
Hate Jordan.
Yep. I have a new respect for him now, right? Now that he's not playing. The minute he retired, I was like, okay, I respect Jordan. But when he was playing, oh my God, I was like, fuck this guy. I was like, fuck Michael.
Wow. You're the first guy, only guy I ever heard say that.
Yeah. I'm glad.
Because even though I like the Lakers, I never said fuck Magic. because this guy was just too fucking talented, man.
I'd have probably said it too.
No, I mean, listen, I really didn't like the Lakers, but you know what? The players they had on their team, I liked them, like Worthy, Magic. I wasn't a Kareem fan. Who else could I
Baron
think? Scott. Scott,
Baron
you know?
Scott, Michael Cooper.
Just like the Pistons, you know, Vinnie Johnson, Dumars. These guys were solid players, man. They were. You tell me they weren't solid for the role they played?
Oh, they were, absolutely. Danny will say no, but
You lost me, Mendizzle. We were on the same page.
I'm just saying, Danny, I just call a spade, right? I don't like them because my brother was a Pistons fan, and I hated them too. Because they're dirty. They didn't play basketball. They played rugby.
Here we go with the dirty talk now.
They played rugby,
I ain't even going to say nothing about dirty. I'm just going to say they walked off, but they were sore damn losers. That's just piss poor.
Oh, when they did that shit to Jordan?
Yeah.
Isaiah was dodging the peanuts. You saw that? He was expecting peanuts to hit him in the head or something.
You know, when they walked off that court, I was like, yes, go off. Don't say nothing to these guys. Go off.
That's why his ass ain't on the dream team. Goody. Fuck him.
But why they still talk about that? Why they still talk about that? Who cares?
Well, it was brought up because of the Michael Jordan documentary. He cares for sure. He said right away.
Because he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, and he said right away that
get over it, man. You played like a little bitch, even though you had skills. Get over it.
You really said he played like a little bitch? Are you crazy, bro? No, he did not. Isaiah had heart, bro.
Come on, man. I swear there was a diaper under those shorts, man. I swear there was a diaper. You didn't notice, Daddy, that his shorts were a little puffy? I swear he had a diaper under there, like a Depends or something.
I agree. I saw that same thing.
When he went to the bench, they put like a Seuss in his mouth. He's always whining and crying.
Isaiah
but then wants to play with the bad boys.
Yeah, he was the biggest bad boy in that team.
Why was he the only one smiling in the picture? Those guys are all mean mugging, and he's smiling like he's waiting for his Seuss.
Because he's the ringmaster, and he knew it. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, you guys can say what you want about Lambier and all these, Charles Oakley, but Isaiah was the ringleader. Isaiah and Chuck Daly were the ringleaders. They were the ones that created the Jordan rule.
I don't know, man. I'll give you that.
And let's not forget the fucking third quarter, the fourth quarter, Isaiah played on a twisted ankle and scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. Let's not forget that. Please.
I already forgot it.
So did I.
Whatever.
I don't remember one Isaiah moment other than him running off the court, man.
Wow.
That's what I remember. And Jordan's face, like, you sorry bitch. Look at you. That's his face, huh? You saw his face.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
I agree with Richard. Allstater says Richard Jefferson must be smoking something if he thinks that. I agree. He is smoking something.
100%.
He needs to be fired. He needs to be fired as an analyst if he said that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's just pure haterade.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing supports his comment. Nothing.
And nobody will agree with that.
That's not even an opinion. That's just pure hate.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. I got another football question.
Go ahead.
Beckham and Baker Mayfield, are they overhyped? Are they going to do something this season, or what do you think?
That's a good question.
Last year they were proclaimed to be, they're going to be on fire. They're going to do this, going to do that, and it kind of fizzled out.
Who's their coach?
I'm not sure who the coach is. Let me look.
That's right. You see, and until we know who their coach is, they ain't gonna do jack because they're Jills.
I think it's a first.
They're not gonna. My opinion, I don't think they'll do anything, because if you have a bunch of talent and some of that talent's dysfunctional, and you don't have a master to control that, just pure dysfunction. He's gonna want the ball. I can't throw it to both of you. What about me? I want to run the ball. There's no coach to put that together.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Kevin,
even have Chubb. Chubb is a beast.
His name is Kevin Stefanski.
Still don't know who he is.
Yeah, me neither.
But you saw the year Chubb had last year?
Yeah.
He used to be the offensive coordinator.
Those guys said, oh, shit, I don't think we're going to get much throws, man. This guy's running like a beast.
Yeah,
Well, let me
Chubb.
ask you this: do y'all think Beckham is overrated? Because the only thing he really does claim to fame is that incredible catch he did that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think he
don't.
should
His
have stayed
numbers
in
went
New
down.
York.
What was that?
I
Rick?
think him. I think him and what's the running back from New York? We just said his name.
Barkley, Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon Barkley. Him and Saquon Barkley could have made some noise. Because I
Oh
think
yeah,
New York, him and New York,
that's
I
what I
think the
said. He
quarterback
should have stayed in New York. He should have stayed there.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. Plus, it's a better
Overrated.
market.
Overrated. I won't say that yet. Right? Because you also have to have a quarterback that can pass to you
Okay.
too, man.
I,
You
I
know.
Is he
think
a
that
top?
kid's gonna do
Is he
something
a
there.
top 5 receiver?
Pardon me.
Is he a top 5 receiver?
I don't
He
think so.
was. He
Yeah,
was. I put him top 10,
yeah. I'd put him top 10 for sure. Not top 5 though.
not top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 top of my head that's currently playing.
That's got to be my boy in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Then you
boy,
got
that played for Atlanta. What's his name?
Atlanta. Then you got to go with what's that guy's name? Tampa Bay. Evans,
Evans, Tyreek Hill is up there.
Tyreek Hill. There's so
Yeah.
many. There's so
The him,
many.
Tyreek. What's the guy from Atlanta? He is always God. I
Jones,
can't think.
Julio Jones.
Julio
Yeah,
Jones. Oh
yeah.
my
But
God.
you see, Julio Jones, he was in my fantasy last year. I think he got 2 touchdowns. But he gets 100 yards every game
Yeah.
receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And who's that other guy who was playing with Evans in Tampa Bay? He's another stud. He's
Oh
going to be the
yeah.
new number 1.
Wasn't it Hart or something like that?
I don't know, but at one point I picked them both up.
Yeah,
And
I
sure
remember.
enough, they were both getting me points.
And these are the guys that Tom Brady has.
Yes. And Gronk.
And Gronk. Yeah, exactly.
Do you think Tom Brady is going to be the second quarterback to go to a different franchise and win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
I
So you think he's going to win a Super Bowl this year?
You didn't say this year, though.
Well, I don't think he got.
I don't think this year. I think he's going to have to form some kind of chemistry because as much as that guy's a good coach, I don't think he's a guru.
And I don't see anybody beating KC right now, man. You know what I mean? Like in that Super Bowl, I thought they were done. And in the second half, they just went off and they didn't. Yeah.
If Kansas City tweaks their defense,
Mm-hmm.
forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their defense was not good.
It's
defense is
very
questionable.
suspect. Very
Because
suspect.
I think Baltimore could beat Kansas City on a good day.
Yes. If their defense doesn't step it up, absolutely. Absolutely.
Baltimore just needs another marquee receiver.
Mhm.
And
So you think Lamar Jackson is going to be able to shake it off and come back, focus
Lamar?
and ready to? Yeah,
I think he will because he even came out and said he underestimated the Titans. Right? He had a article that said he underestimated them. So I think he's young. This year, he won't underestimate nobody this year.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be a beast this year.
Yeah, me too.
It's easy to say, but I just think he's young and he could not have reached his full potential yet.
hello.
I like that background there, Danny. I wonder if that's what's causing the technical difficulties over there for Ford.
It probably is. He's lucky I didn't put up. He's lucky I didn't put up my green screen because I'd have had Tim Duncan in the back.
Are you focusing too hard on that? The background is just like messing your shit up.
Don't put Tim Duncan in. You'll make the watchers we got go to sleep.
I'd have put Tim Duncan in the background. You're lucky.
Right now, in your minds, who's the best running back in the NFL?
Ooh,
I love these questions, man.
yeah, I know they're good, Danny. Yeah,
You want this one for it?
Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
For me, what I've seen, but I haven't really seen, the Chubbs and the other guys who are really tearing it up. But we see a lot of Saquon Barkley, and to me, he almost gives me some insight of Barry Sanders without the juking. The way guys just, grab onto him and just slide off of him.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, what I've seen so far, Barkley.
Yeah, he was my choice
And to
too.
come back from that knee injury and still tear it up, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was my choice too.
Mine is Derrick Henry.
Oh, good choice.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good choice.
I think he's going to be a monster. He was already a monster the second half of the season for the Titans.
Yeah.
The reason I'm worried about him, to tell you the truth, Danny, is he's tall, man. And them guys are going to start banging at them knees.
Yeah,
tall
man.
guys, they don't last long.
He's 200-something pounds.
He's 240, I think.
That's a big dude, bro.
Hold on. You ever see the legs on Saquon Barkley? If you could throw that image on the screen, I don't think it's big enough. This guy's running with some, what's his name? Christian Okoye legs.
It's just amazing how these guys are so big and so fast and so agile, bro. Like, wow, man. You know what I mean?
His upper body is he's a little weird because I find his upper body isn't that built for a running back.
Yeah.
Like Henry's a juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
Henry is a beast, buddy.
Yeah. He sure is.
If he was running at me, I think I would kneel. I don't think I would throw my body at that. There's easier ways to commit suicide, man.
That's right. I pass. That's exactly what I say.
You know, like, oh,
that's a very good choice, Danny. If I really thought it out, I might have given it to Henry because, like I said, we don't really see much of him. You know. I guess I got to get that.
Will this season.
Yeah, you know
I think we'll see him this season.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Danny.
I think we'll see him this season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course.
And I was gonna tell you, Mendiza, you can get DZN something. I can't remember what it is. That app. You pay $20 a month and you get all the games.
Oh yeah, and you just screencast it.
You can watch it on your TV or system. Get the app.
Hook me up with that link if you could later.
I will. I will. Oh, that's what I watched last year. I got the app, and as soon as football was done, canceled it, and I'll get it back when it starts up again.
Yeah, because when you do that shit through pay-per-view or you pay for it on your subscription, woo, they get you good, man.
Yes, they do. Look at this guy going through his pictures now, eh?
I see I have to do some evolving here, man.
Yeah, you can get yourself a little green screen, and then boom, you can do all of that. I had mine up, but I didn't. Last night it was messing up, so I just said, you know what, I want to use it today.
I like these questions, Danny. Are we done? I want some more of that.
Oh, no, we got more.
Nice.
We got one more. Will the Raiders be better in Las Vegas, or will you see this more the same?
Ooh.
Better in Vegas than where? Oakland?
Or more of the same?
Or will we see this more the same? Because Raiders on paper, sometimes they look
really
better
good. Than
their actual ranking and with their actual, I can't think of the word, the record.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, they look pretty decent, but then when they actually get down to playing, I think one of the things is their quarterback, Carr. I don't know whether he lost his confidence.
I have no faith in Carr.
Me neither. 100% I don't have faith in him. And I think Antonio Brown also hurt their situation a little bit too much too, you know what I mean? Because they put all their cards onto Antonio Brown. Like, yeah, we're going to have Antonio Brown. I mean, Gruden went, like, basically kissed his ass. You know what I mean? Basically kissed his ass. As long as you play, I'll kiss your ass or whatever. And Antonio Brown just didn't care. So my point is Gruden's the right coach for them. I agree, but they need a better quarterback.
It's going to be a couple of years in the making.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tolerate Gruden a while before you start seeing Raider Nation back again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But you see, the thing with the NFL now is it's like they fire coaches way too quick. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they don't even give these coaches a chance.
Some
like 1 year,
they don't fire fast enough.
That's true too. That's
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
coach for Cincinnati, he stayed there like what, 10 years too long?
Yep. Hmm. I agree with you 100%. So
And
yeah,
to rebuild from that is not easy either.
yeah, I know. Because when you bring in a new quarterback, you're basically bringing in a whole new system, right? So some team may go from a 3-4 defense to a 4-3 defense or something like that, and that switch is not easy to do, man.
No.
It's really not easy to do. And then plus you have players that are you've drafted or traded for or whatever because they fit that defense, and now you're getting someone else who's going to completely change the defense around. I think that was one of the biggest problems that the Steelers had is once Dick LeBeau left, it was like their defense just went
They're lost. They're lost.
spiraled. And I thought this dude retired, I'm like, okay,
Who's he
and then
with? He's with Dallas now?
he was some other team. I can't remember who. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought he retired. Like, no. Like, that's the kind of coach that you pay. You keep him. You know what I mean? Championship coach. You keep him.
Just based on what you're saying, you're sounding more and more like the Redskins. Bad internal administration.
Yeah,
Bad
sometimes.
decisions. Bad
sometimes.
decisions. We can't get rid of our owner.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You know?
I know. And for me, I think the Steelers have a pretty good owner. I just find they make, I don't know, they're making some dumb mistakes, man. Really. Making some dumb mistakes.
Yeah. Let's see what other questions I got. Okay. Who do you think is more important to the Dallas Cowboys? Dak Prescott or I can't think of the running back. Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel. Ooh, go ahead, Man Diesel. You start this one.
It's a no-brainer, Ezekiel.
I would kind of agree, but Dak Prescott's a pretty good quarterback. So
not good enough.
We'll see. We'll see how he does.
To me, it looked like.
Does Dak have weapons?
Yeah.
Come on. But what?
Yeah,
Jerry does not hesitate to give this guy weapons.
Yeah, he has weapons.
Because I know if you took Brady and put him in Dallas, he'd be lighting it up.
Yeah, you're right.
For what he had to play with in New England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
You could take any top 5 quarterback and put him in Dallas. That's a Super Bowl team, probably.
Well, that's what everybody was saying.
They had an amazing defense, amazing offensive line, amazing running back, good receivers, and a questionable quarterback.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
It's too much pressure on Dak. Dallas is too big for him. He needs to go to Miami. He should go to Miami. But that's my opinion.
You should go to Miami and stink it up there too. How many games did Miami win this year? 2?
Oh, because of Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I know. Trash. Garbage. So how do you guys think New England does this year?
I think if between Tampa Bay and New England, whoever goes further in the playoffs, then the other one can say, okay, I was a driving storm. What we're seeing now is Belichick is saying, I got the rings, and then we see Tom Brady, no, I got the rings. Mm-hmm. So whoever's the most successful in the next year or two will be able to brag and say, no, it wasn't Tom Brady, it was me, or vice versa.
I agree with you.
Personally, I want to see Belichick come out on top.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to see him, but I think he will.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he's,
whoever
he put in that spot has been able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just last year that I was saying this is odd for Belichick. He doesn't really have a marquee receiver, so is he trying to sabotage Brady? That's any football person was saying,
Mm-hmm.
He was mad. Anybody would be mad if you was a coach and you went and you pick everybody, you had pick everybody, and you were doing that for 10 years, 10 plus years. You drafted this sucker. And your motto and your way of coaching is okay, we're not gonna pay you a lot. We're gonna pay you enough to get the tools that you need to go to the Super Bowl. We're gonna keep winning. We ain't paying you all this money. And when you get a certain age, your ass got to go. That is what Belichick. When Tom Brady got to that age, and it was his time to go, and they were going to get Garoppolo, who was going to be trained the system. Tom Brady went to Daddy and said, "Daddy, I don't want to go." Nah, nah. And he stood with Tom Brady, and that stuck in Belichick craw. And Belichick was okay. So you don't want to do what I say, Mr. Kraft? I done bring you all. I pick him. I don't want all these championships under my tutelage, and you want to choose him over me? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Garoppolo for nothing. Who's that defensive guy who's like the best defensive player in the Super Bowl? He set him down the whole time. Who does that?
Yeah.
Pissed off. So I think he was pissed off and pretty much
Good
told
observations, man. I never even looked at it that deep.
He showed Mr. Kraft, okay, fuck you. You don't want to listen to me? Then we ain't gonna win the Super Bowl. That's what he did.
Oh no, I agree with you 100% because look what Garoppolo is doing in San Francisco, right? So
Garoppolo almost won the Super Bowl. He
exactly, and this is the guy that Belichick wanted to replace Tom Brady, and they were like, "Nope, it's not happening, not happening." So yeah, that's definitely.
Can I ask a question on that? If who could I say? Because I think the reason they didn't win the Super Bowl was because of Garoppolo.
Ooh.
Because their defense is out of this world with Bosa.
Yeah, but
out of this world. And he had a wide open receiver that he overthrew that could have turned that game around. That's what I saw.
But their bread and butter was running games, so that's why he did. Garoppolo was a game
he had those three beasts, three heads.
Yeah.
So
what you gonna do?
You want to ask me? I used to think that my boy up in Green Bay was overrated, and
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, because the 2 years that I was making this comment, the 2 years previous to when I made the comment, his stats were horrible.
You have to go to the Phantom Zone.
But I didn't finish that. He proved me wrong, and I have more than enough respect for Rodgers. But Garoppolo, I'm sticking by it. I think he's overrated. I think he shined because he was under Belichick. He's okay for San Fran, but they're not going to win with him.
Ooh.
That's my opinion.
Well, this is his first year starting, right? This was his first year.
There were only one busted play for winning the Super Bowl. If they would have got that first down,
they would have got that running back. They had amazing defense. Why?
If they would have got that first down, they could have run out the clock.
If he didn't overthrow that receiver,
I was saying they one busted play from winning the Super Bowl.
Who busted that play?
I don't care. I'm just saying.
I hear you, Daddy. I hear you.
That's a mistake, bro. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
And San Fran shocked me. I didn't think they'd do it, but their defense really shocked me. And I'm hoping that the guy that the Redskins picked up this year is anything like Bosa. I think there's going to be some payback coming.
I don't want to hear about you guys, Redskins.
Wait, hold on. You're going to hear about my Redskins because we haven't had a defense in 15 years.
Yeah,
we finally get a guy who is a beast.
I ain't gonna believe it till I see it.
And I'm gonna say, when you guys make the playoffs, then we can talk some Redskins. Until then, let's
right now I can't talk. Right now I can't talk. We are.
I'll tell you, we're gonna have a lot to talk about this year because your record's gonna look just like ours, if not worse. Because you're not in the weakest division in football. We are.
We are not talking about the Steelers right now
because there's no reason to talk about them. But it's all good.
About the Redskins,
it's okay.
This, but y'all coach a lot of your problem at the Steelers, man. He too soft on them boys. You can't be their friends, man.
Right.
Hey, look, bro. I know you're a grown ass man, and I ain't trying to belittle you, but man, you gotta tighten up.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
stuff. That stuff. That Antonio Brown, him, and their coach should have went off,
It should have
cut a
shut it
block.
down right away.
Made an example of him.
Yeah,
And
she
look,
should
bro.
shut down right away. That's
Look,
why
bro.
Pop is one of the best coach in the league because he would never let anything like that happen. He'll yell at Tim Duncan just like he'll yell at the last man on the bench. And that's how you have to be as a coach. You can't show favoritism. You know what I mean?
To anybody. If anything, make an example of your big guy so those little guys shake a little more.
100%.
Let's see. No. Well, I'm about out of questions, I believe, unless y'all got any.
You got any questions, brother man? I got a question. Let's switch it up a bit. I got a question. What made you guys want to get into YouTube?
Man, Robert Storm did. I saw his channel and the questions he was asking, and I said, "Look, I can't keep paying these super chats to get a question and to spark a conversation. So if I want to have that conversation for myself, then I got to do it. I got to piss to get off the pot, so to speak. And then another thing, like a lot of us are Monday armchair quarterbacks. Oh man, I would do that if I was in the game. I'd do that. Or he should have done that. Why are you so dumb and stupid? So, well, it's time to stop talking about it and do it. So I stepped out there, and if you look at my first YouTubes, man, they are shit.
They gotta be shit. Didn't we fall when we tried to walk the first time?
Yeah, you gotta learn for sure.
What the hell am I doing? I got discouraged, and I'm like, oh, and I almost quit a couple times. Then I start seeing my subs go up a little bit, and I start hooking up with other people that had certain talents that I didn't have. In particular, Anzo, his outros, what we saw today with his outstanding intros and outros. Robert, I'm loyal to Robert. I don't agree with everything he says, but I'm going to be loyal to him because he gave me a break. Because man, I used to text him all the time and mail stuff to him and said, look, man, just give me a chance, give me a shot. And he did. So there are times I don't feel like going on this show because I'm tired from my profession, but I do it and I have a good time. He's good people. He says some stuff I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm going to always support him because he's my friend. And I feel the same way about Anzo. We all have different thoughts and processes and stuff, but I know if I pick up the phone or text, and if it's something they can do, they'll do it in the same year. So I've seen friends I would never have seen had I not did YouTube.
I agree. So I was going to ask you, you weren't doing nothing until you started watching Rob, and that's when you decided to do it?
I watched Rob, and he did his Black Panther video. I said, man, now I watched a lot of Tyrone Magnus.
Tyrone.
Tyrone is just Tyrone. He got it. He has it. He could talk about he paint his wall in his house. Should he have 400 or 500 people watching?
Yeah.
He's very entertaining. I wish I could be. I know I can't be as good thing as him, but I just try to have good content, good conversation, and try to have fun with what I try to do. And right now, I finally break 3,000 hours, so I got to get 1,000 more, and then I can get monetized. So that is my goal now.
When you get monetized, I'm letting you know right now, I'm the first one giving you a super chat, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
I'm the first one. And you, Mendezo?
I'm new to all of this, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time because I feel like the people that are around me don't necessarily hear me when I talk. And be it the world is so vast, there's got to be people out there that want to hear what I got to say and actually agree or can set me on the right path, you know? And I was my biggest enemy. I looked into it, wanted to buy the mics, build a studio in my house. But sure enough, I found a distraction like I always do and never did it. And you send me the most awkward text one day. And I knew that something good would come out of it, right? And sure enough, it did because he just sends me this text. You send someone to my channel. Question mark. I'm looking at this.
Your mom's friend.
What's some cold talk? What the hell's channel mean? How am I supposed to figure this out? Channel. I don't want to look like an idiot, so I'm like, no, I didn't. And then you send me the link. I'm like, what channel? And then you send me the link, and I was like, no way. No way. Ford has a podcast? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. There's my inspiration right there. I'm doing it because this is the guy who lived next to me for 15 years. Saw him grow up from a kid to a man, to a father, to a man I well respect.
Appreciate it.
Right here.
I appreciate it.
Without that, you ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly respect you, Danny, and Anzo Ford for giving me this chance to get on here. And I'm hoping that this will lead to bigger and better things. But I hope I could come back again because I like this.
Yeah. You can.
Absolutely.
I was saying, man, 2 hours, what am I going to do? Now I'm looking, shit, this is half an hour left?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, this show, you get a chance to talk. You got me and Anzo show tomorrow, and you'll see a whole different.
Yeah.
I love those two guys, man. They are beasts, boy. When it comes to the stuff we talk about
to each his own, guy, Danny. To each his own. If you walk that life, you don't look at nobody different.
Hey. Man, they are beasts, buddy. You'll see tomorrow.
If you watch our show tomorrow, you're gonna see me and Danny will be sitting there while these two just.
Oh yeah.
Can we please talk, please?
And bro, sometimes just Danny's facial expressions alone has me rolling because he'll be like. And then oh my God, you know, and I'm just like quiet, but I looking at his picture on the screen and I'm just laughing at him, you know.
just pop in tomorrow. Why'd
I'll be there.
Why'd you do it, Anzo?
Okay, so for me, first off, when I sent you that text, Roberto, it was because Robert Storms, another guy, he sent someone to my channel about intros, right? But when he said, I usually call him Rob. So when he said, he was like, oh, Robert sent me. I'm like, Robert sent me? I'm like, I didn't even know this guy knew, right? So I texted him, and then that's how that came about, right?
But you see why I'm trying to kill Robert?
Yeah, I do.
How many Roberts out there, man?
You're absolutely right, bro. And my bad for putting it out there like that. But yeah. So for me, I used to watch Campia. Right, I used to watch him religiously. I'm like Campia, and then I added him on Facebook. His John Campia. He has a movie talk show, right? So he was doing a lot of stuff for himself, and he had some good content, man. But after a while, it was just like something's wrong. He's like, I don't know what it was. I just started to get a disconnect from him, and then the Black Panther for Robert Storms came up, and when I seen it, I was like, who's this white guy talking about Black Panther? You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to hear what this guy has to say, because at the time people were saying, oh, you know, he's not the first black superhero and whatever. So I put on Robert Storms and I was like, oh, okay. And I subscribed to him, right? So after watching him for a while, I seen Danny come on the show now. And I'm like, okay, Danny's cool too. So I subscribed to Danny. And then Danny started his show with Terrence. And I would watch these guys and I'd be sitting in the comments and I'm like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And I'm trying to type, you know, and I'm like, you know, you're having a conversation with yourself. They're talking. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's true. I remember that part. So then one time Danny was like, he's like, I have an open channel. You know, anybody wants to reach out. So I reached out to Danny and he was like, sure, no problem. So the first week we were supposed to come on the show, he had something to do. So I'm like, does Danny, like, maybe he doesn't really want me to come on the show, you know? So Danny usually puts up his little like schedule up like a week or a few days before. So Danny, that Sunday, I was clicking on that link every day to see if these guys came on the show. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking like if this guy starts the show. But he said no, he didn't start it. And then the next week came on and he said, yeah, come on. And ever since then, man, it was just like, yo, this is cool. I love this. I love doing this shit. I love talking to you guys. You know what I mean? And then I believe Danny was the one that got me to come on Rob's show. And then once that happened, it was just like, yeah, it was off.
Boy, Rob and Adam boy, they beats too, buddy. You gotta be on your game because they are got a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be realized when I first started watching them, I wasn't really feeling Adam too much. But after I started streaming with him, I'm like, okay, Adam, I understand where he's coming from now.
Yeah. He's
different. You know Rock?
Rock?
You know Rock.
Yeah.
Me and Rock chill all the time. We talk sports all the time, and all the time we're chilling. I used to tell him, if we had a podcast, we'd be killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're two guys just speaking our mind. There's millions of us out there
Mm-hmm.
who would have something to say on what we're saying or agree with us, and who knows what it could turn into.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something you love, man, what's to stop you?
Mm-hmm. That's
I could
exactly
learn
it.
to love this. I could really learn to love this.
I did. The first day I came on, bro, I was like, yo, this is cool as shit, man. And it's not easy putting yourself out there. It's really not easy doing this. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have haters, you're going to have comments and shit. You have to have a thick, but you know what we've done, like our career path, we have that thick skin. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like putting yourself out there it's not easy. But once you do and you get into a community with a bunch of good people, man, it's nothing but fun, man. It really is.
Yeah.
As long as you don't empower it. As long as you don't empower the hate, it can't affect you.
Exactly.
Man, we love it enough. We do it about, I know me and Alonzo be on Rob's show at least 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
And
Yeah.
then I got 5 shows. I got one on Monday that Alonzo's a part of now.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday. Then we got one today. And I'll be on 2 tomorrow. Well, we both be on 2 tomorrow.
We have 2 tomorrow.
One guy quit, and Alonzo is now taking his position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a show with some other guy and he quit, so I'm taking over. So yeah, so we got a few shows to do, man. But yeah, I find it's like to sit there and talk to people like this and then read the comments and everybody in the comments like goes for it. Look, dope as fuck. Glad Onzo decided streaming. I appreciate that shit. You know what I mean? Like when I started,
you meet good people, man.
Yeah,
I've never met y'all 2 guys. Y'all from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Robert's from Florida. Maz is from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Chris and Sean is from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence live in California, so it's all over the world, man. All over the country.
Exactly.
You can touch anybody.
We got one that's in Switzerland. I think Stieg.
Mm-hmm.
Is he over there in Switzerland somewhere like that?
Yep.
So man, you reach some people.
And that's just it. Like I was saying, once you have like that community of people, you know what I mean? Because there's some people that you won't click with, but so far, everyone I've clicked with so far, you know what I mean? Everyone I clicked with so far. And you coming on the stream now and like this conversation is just flowing, everything is good, bro. Yeah.
I foresee you be on here quite often if you want to be.
Oh yeah, trust me. As long as you guys will have me, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Because like, time is wasted and you realize when you do something constructive how much time you really wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch First Take or Undisputed?
First Take, I watch them all the time.
Okay. I'm more of an Undisputed fan, but that's where we get a lot of our material from. I want to see Shannon go against Stephen A, man. I think Shannon is a beast, buddy.
Stephen A is like and I don't want to say it because sometimes he seems like an Uncle Tom to me. You know what I mean? Like he just says some shit that bothers the shit out of me sometimes, man.
I respect him because he stands up for what he believes.
Yeah, but when he was doing the Kaepernick stuff, like he was really like, you know what I mean? And like Max sounded more black than he did.
I've heard white people say that. I've heard my buddy. He said Max sounded more, but Max. When I listen to Max, I gotta get a damn thesaurus or dictionary because he uses words and phrases. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I ain't the smartest thing, I ain't the dumbest thing in the world, but some of these words Max used, I'm like, what? Where the hell did you get that word from? I gotta actually look see what I can tell what it means because he uses it in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to hear it by itself, I'm like, shit, it ain't got to be that smart. I want the barbershop talk. Give me the barbershop version.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I like it.
Yeah, this is what we do. We have the barbershop version of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with that.
My show is Pardon the Interruption, not First Take.
I like that one too.
Pardon the Interruption. I like these guys. And my wife freaks out. Why are they always screaming? I said, because they want to make their point.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that why people scream when they want to make their point?
Who stars on that? The heavyset black guy and the other guy?
Yeah. Yes. Mike Wilbon.
Kornheiser and
Wilbon.
Wilbon.
Yeah.
Mike
I love
Wilbon
those
and the
guys.
white.
I would watch them Every day I would take the metro to work. I listen to Joe Rogan and watch these guys.
I
That
love
was
Joe
my
Rogan,
medicine
bro.
for many years.
I love Joe Rogan, bro.
Joe Rogan is a
I
beast.
like Mike
He's a
Wilbon.
beast.
Yeah, I like Mike Wilbon too. You watch Joe Rogan though, Danny?
No.
He's a beast.
Should check him out, man. Like one thing.
Logically, he's a beast.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Like he's not one of those guys who will say what he says, what he wants to say, and he's very intelligent when it comes to certain matters. Man, he's very intelligent.
Yeah. Mike, what's his name again?
Joe Rogan, the guy
Rogan.
he used to do the announcing for
Still does it for UFC, but you don't watch UFC.
yeah, I know, yeah. But he still does it. He still does it.
I got you. The white guy, kind of bald in hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stocky.
Yeah. He used to be
He
on.
used to host what do you call the show where the professionals Moles versus Joes?
No, he actually used to do Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to host Moles versus Joes.
Oh,
When
maybe.
you get like a regular Joe Schmo,
Mhm.
you go up against the pros.
I used to watch that show.
I remember
That's right. That's right.
He used to host that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
All those Joes who think they could take on a professional and then they get mashed up. I remember the boxing one. He got beat down. Who was it? Who was he in the ring with? Was it Sugar Ray, or he was in the ring with somebody he didn't want to be in there? Hagler or
I wouldn't want to go in the ring with any of these guys, even if you put that thing on my face, bro.
boxing is something I'm not testing.
Look at you, as big as you are, bro. You could take it.
You gotta respect the trade. Trust me, Ford.
Yeah, I know.
I was training in the gym 20 years. My wife brings me to a kickboxing course. I was tapping out halfway through. Because you're working muscles that you don't work in a gym, you know? And when you start cramping up, I don't care if you're 240 pounds or 140 pounds, a cramp is a cramp.
Yeah, for real.
We all get a chance. Go to YouTube and click on Shannon Sharp discusses Kaepernick against Joel Klatt.
I will.
Oh my God.
Are you guys a Shannon Sharp fan?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I like it.
I am.
At first, I like some of the things. The thing that pisses me off about Shannon Sharp is he's a LeBron dick sucker. You know what I mean? But when he
loves LeBron,
oh, he really is though. But when it comes to like social matters or anything like that, he's on point. He's on point, man.
He breaks it down, boy. You be like, damn, I ain't know that shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
where you get that from? And you go look it up, and it'd be right what he said. So whoever does his research, they're on point.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you guys?
He loves Skip now too, boy. Now, he'll call Skip Bayless' name. I guarantee you 200 times episode.
Oh yeah,
Skip. I'm like,
you know what I'm talking about, Skip. You know what I'm talking about, Skip, right, Skip?
But he liked Skip, man, because Skip picked him out of everybody else. They didn't want Shannon.
Yeah, I
Fox
know.
Network, they wanted another journalist. But Skip Bayless said, nope, I want him. So that's why he's loyal to him. And I can respect that. When somebody picks you or gives you a break, you got to be loyal to them, bro, until they do something directly to you. Right. But
absolutely. Like you said, you're loyal to Rob. I'm loyal to you, bro. You said, you know what? You gave me the chance. I tell you all the time. I appreciate that so much. You said, yeah, come on. And this is it now. So
no problem, bro. No problem. Oh man, we got 15 minutes and running out of topics. I can't believe it.
I have one more question for you guys since we're closing off on that. What do you guys think about Mike Tyson maybe coming back?
I think the first person that get in the ring with him at his age is going to get their ass whipped. Because I've been watching them Mike Tyson clips, and that sucker ain't lost no speed. I don't know about power, but that sucker fast as shit now, boys. I know one thing. I'm 50. I'll be 50 in about 2 months. I wouldn't get my ass in that ring unless zeros are so long behind that first number that I'd be Danny Glassjaw Graham, because the first time he hit me, I'm man,
who's he fighting? Another old guy?
What's the guy he bit his ear from?
Holyfield.
Holyfield.
Yeah, I heard they're trying to set up a match between those two.
My question is why?
Holyfield ain't got it because that's gonna bring big money.
Big money. I'm sure Mike
It's
Tyson.
it's almost like the
Jordan.
Mayweather and the MMA guy.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, it's like a spectacle.
It probably will be. It probably
Man,
will.
Mayweather made almost $1 billion. Who's gonna turn that
They
down?
made a lot of money, but if the public makes some of that money too, then I can understand the point of it. But for me, I didn't support it. I didn't pay the pay-per-view because I saw it as a mockery. How the hell? I mean, put Conor in there with somebody who isn't a Mayweather, he might win.
Mm-hmm.
You put Mayweather in the ring with Conor in the MMA, I tell you, he won't even last 10 seconds.
Yeah, Conor.
That's two different styles of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but it's the same thing. You're taking one guy out of his element to fight in another man's element. Why would anyone think that Conor would have a chance against Mayweather if Mayweather would have no chance against Conor in his element?
To me personally, I knew Mayweather wasn't going to lose that fight.
No way in hell he's losing that fight.
There was no way.
I would have bet Mayweather's money on that fight. That's how sure I was.
Me too.
There's no way. He would not let that happen, especially the way that man tried to embarrass him.
For real. And if they would have had Mayweather as an underdog, bro, I would have put so much money on that. But there was no way.
He would have knocked Conor out.
There was no way. You mentioned it in the chat, Danny. I was just about to say to Austinator too, thanks for that too, man. That's why I came on your stream, Austinator, because you supported me. So when you said you wanted to do a stream and I said I'll come on, that's why I did it, because of the support you guys give us, man. I want to give back to the people that have supported me, you know what I mean? So, and us, I should say.
Yep, the righteous way.
Same for Ghostfire too, man. He always on all of them. I appreciate it, Ghostfire.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Support.
And you got his stamp of approval, Mendizo. He's like, Danny, you have to make another show with Mendizo, So
I ain't making no more shows. 5 was enough, but Mendizo
right there for you, sir. Right there for you. Respect.
He has an open invitation.
Yeah.
5 is my limit.
Yeah, I think 5 is good too, but you definitely have an open invitation to come anytime you want to, bro.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. Hope you didn't create a monster over here, because
oh no, it's fine.
I feel different, man.
This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to build something big, bro.
All on my channels, where I try to explain to other people, you gotta have some sense of order. I want you to talk. I want you to hear. But when I'm talking, when I'm hearing, if you saying something, I'm going to be quiet because I want to hear what you want to say, and then intelligently respond back to it. Not just keep talking. You'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
I love Terry. I love John, but when they get on their tangents, buddy, it's like 30 minutes. We ask one question and they on it for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro, we got 3 hours. We gotta be short and concise on some of these things, and I gotta get the chat in there. But it's trying to control lightning and thunder, boy. You can't do it.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go through the questions in the chat now before we come up?
I'm looking. I don't see many in there.
Yeah, there just looks like more comments than anything. So, me personally, before I finish, because I didn't say, I wouldn't mind seeing the Mike Tyson fight. Do I want it? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to see these old guys going at it,
Have you seen Mike Tyson practice?
I've seen.
I have. It's crazy.
The last one I seen, he walk in the ring, man, and then this guy got on like this
in the ring
thing.
Yeah.
And he hit that sucker about 10 times in like 3 seconds. I was like, oh no, I can't take that kind of ass whipping there. You're gonna have to get shot if I'm going to respond to you.
No, I agree with you 100%. Mike Tyson, for his age, he looked really good. But I mean, now he's gonna get into a ring with someone hitting him back. That's the issue.
And it's also a thing called stamina. How many rounds can he last?
Right.
I don't think he can last 12 rounds.
Yeah, that's probably a 3-round fight.
I think he give him 4 or 5.
I think he tanks after 3.
You gonna have a time to go, buddy.
I think 3.
But look, remember now, George Foreman, when he came back, he was older than Mike Tyson, but he never sat down. He stood up on whenever the round was over.
Mm-hmm.
He stood up in the corner. So maybe you can. I don't know. I guess sitting down took too much energy to get back up. I don't know. But
Two
I watched a
different
couple
people
of
though. I
fights.
saw the Foreman story, and this man was like, I don't think too many people really know George Foreman,
Mm.
but that's a great man right there, man.
Yeah, George Foreman, handsome.
Great man. Like I saw, I don't know if it was a 30-30 I saw him. It was something I saw recently,
Mm-hmm.
and it really enlightened me. I had no idea all these things about George Foreman, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was a
Yeah.
bad boy who just turned himself around
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And became a heavyweight champion.
People need to know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody can change,
But,
bro.
but I think that defeat he took at Roman the Jump. I think that when Ali did rope a dope, I think that kind of did something to him because he wasn't the same after that, and he got out of it because I don't think he could take. He didn't have thick skin because when I saw Ali starred by Will Smith, and it showed when he fought George, it was like when them people was calling him the other whatever that African name was, he couldn't take that. It was messing with his mind and stuff. So I don't know how mentally tough he was because when he lost, it kind of took some of the wind out of himself, from what I could gather.
Wasn't that his last fight until he came back?
I'm not sure. I don't remember him after fighting
After
anyone
that
of
fight, yeah,
suspension.
me neither. Me neither. And everybody said he was gonna whoop Ali, man. And Ali did that rope a dope on him and let him tire himself out.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I thought Mike Tyson was the greatest fighter on earth until I saw old clips of Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the boy. He was.
Mike Tyson was, you see, the problem with Mike Tyson was he's a power puncher, right? So if you take away his power punching, especially after his real trainer died, after that he was just power punching, power punching, power punching. And like that's why he was losing to Holyfield. That's why he lost to Buster Douglas, because his training wasn't the same, you know? So I think from what I seen in those clips, he looked like he's actually doing some head bopping training, and he's, you know what I mean, jabbing. So we'll see.
Goes Fire said George from a grill on point too.
I could not agree with you more, bro. When I got that George Foreman grill, I was like, oh my God, it changed my life.
Indeed.
Man,
Man.
I got one now, man. My wife cooked burgers on it. I'd be like, damn, this show a lot better be go out there starting that charcoal grill.
Oh yeah, man. And you know what? It's like all the juice, it runs off it. So, you know, it's not oily hamburgers, it's like real fucking juicy hamburgers. Bro. You spice that shit up a bit, man, and those were fire.
Yo, make a grilled cheese on that.
Oh, I never did that yet.
Fire.
Oh man.
I have two George Foreman grills. We have the press one,
I had that one too.
and I have the
Like the
big one, like
Panini?
the barbecue. It comes with a stand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen that.
amazing. It's amazing. I grill my burgers outside.
No, I think I want to get the one with the stand.
Bought it on Amazon. It was on sale. Like I got it for $69. It was $140.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Those
because
are investments. My first George Foreman is over 15 years old. It still works properly.
damn, mine broke, man. That hurt. When it broke, I was like, "Oh my God!" The lid popped off, and I was like, "Yo, my girl's broken, man, for real." Right? So then my girl ended up getting one, bringing it, but I don't know, something was wrong with it. Didn't work properly, or it like looked molded because they hadn't never used it. So I didn't get the chance to use it. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a George Foreman grill again.
You got a Traeger grill over there?
Pardon me?
The Traeger grill?
No. Trigger grill? No.
Yeah, you can put like wood pellets in it, and the pellets are different flavor, like hickory, apple,
Oh yeah.
cherry wood. Yeah, and then you open up the grill like a traditional grill, and you put the food on there, and then you just turn the temperature to whatever, and you can like go to a movie, whatever, set it don't burn.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Yep.
want that.
We're deprived up in Canada, Danny. We don't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
The small
At
ones
least I
like
don't know
400,
that.
but the big ones are like 7. My son-in-law got he bought the big one. I mean, you can cook anything on that thing: pizza, chicken,
Really?
ham, ribs. Let me see if I can pull it up. Picture of it.
Well, now that you guys are speaking of barbecues, I want to give you guys some advice. Never buy one in a box.
In a box?
Yeah.
You bought a barbecue in a box?
Well, hey, they had a demo with a bunch of boxes behind it with barbecues. So you want one, you pick up a box, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't ever do that.
What happened?
Buy the demo. It's so much easier. The last thing you want to do is put a barbecue together for it. It's the worst thing in earth.
Oh, to put a
On
barbecue.
earth, I should say.
I can imagine.
You do not want to do it.
Yeah. Do y'all have like Lowe's there?
Yeah. Well, we have an equivalent.
Yeah. We don't have an exact code, but
We have a Lowe's here, and then you can like pay someone to put it together. So you buy it Saturday, pay $20-$30. They'll assemble it, and then you come pick it up that following Tuesday.
Wow.
It's ready to go.
yeah, I
So I
don't.
had, I bought it.
Even during the coronavirus time,
Am I?
because things
No,
are a
it
little
sucks.
different now because of this Corona thing.
He said even during the Corona time would they do it? Maybe.
Because as long as you practice your social distancing, here in where we at, like Walmart's a big store. A lot of people travel. Walmart they got the X's outside the entrance,
Mhm.
and you can only go one way and come out one way.
Mhm.
And then they want you to have a mask on, but they got counters, and so many people per square inch of the store,
Mhm.
they'll stop you until the 2 or 3 come out, and they let 2 or 3 in.
Mm.
So whatever comes out comes in, and I see a lot of people doing that. A lot of people are wearing masks now.
Yeah, same here.
So,
But Walmart at least the Walmarts up here took a very long time to incorporate those rules because up until what? May, I was just walking in Walmart.
Mhm.
Hundreds of people walking in Walmart.
Mhm.
They couldn't care less. They had no antibacterial. They had nothing. So Walmart had to be written off. We weren't allowed to go there anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
For real.
you see a little box on the right? That's where you pour out the pellets.
And then you could
Pour the
just
pellets in there. Then you set the temperature.
you could just
set
leave
the
your food
temperature.
in there and it doesn't burn nothing. Oh.
It tells you however long you set the time length and the temperature, and you can just
Ooh.
you come back, it's ready to go. It cuts off by itself, everything.
Damn,
That's interesting.
that's technology.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You see that? You see that price right there, though.
Yeah, I see that price. I was looking at it and like,
Well, hey, it doesn't look like it's very hard to put together. I'll tell you that.
you'd probably be surprised though.
Don't go buy one of them. What do you call it? Broil Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they should not be sold in a box. I'm telling you.
No, I don't like to put stuff together unless I have.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when you StreamYard, you can change it to which way you want. You can have them on the side or
Yeah, right there. Put it right there. It's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Rob said he bought the next version, so now he can do the intro and stuff tonight.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said he paid for it, so he's gonna put our intro on the show tonight. Yeah. Okay. Did you do your YouTube channel yet, Man Diesel?
I'm gonna have to come and see you, man. Get some assistance.
No problem, man. No problem.
Where you stay now? You don't want to announce here. You have some enemies.
No, same spot.
Just hit me up on my phone.
Same
Next
spot.
thing you know, you're hearing ding dong. What?
Oh, that's where you live, eh? Same spot. You've been here.
Oh, same spot
I think you've been here.
on the top.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll holler at you.
Well, it's right.
I'll come and check you
It's at the
tomorrow.
2 hour mark. Yeah, we'll talk.
Text me first. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow, but yeah.
100.
We can talk on the, after we go off. But it's right at the 2 hour mark now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that joined us today, please See if you can join us tomorrow on Equilibrium. But we definitely appreciate your support. Appreciate all your questions. We will be back next Saturday, same time. If Ben Diesel wants to come back, he is welcome anytime. That's open invitation. We enjoy the chat.
Yeah.
We gonna. I think we're gonna try and keep this sports because me and Anzo we talk about comic book movie stuff all the time on other places. So I want to have something a little different, something new.
That was
Any
going to be my
question?
question. Like, you guys hit up all kinds of topics when you're doing all these different shows?
Yeah.
Man, we mainly hit like comic book stuff and movies, that kind of stuff. A lot of people. I mean, I like it, but I don't know necessarily if that's your thing or not. So we want to keep you
Got to
where you're
expand the
comfortable
brain.
at.
I'll listen in.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the thing too is like we can still go through that topic, but we could do a little bit something different, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything so far is the same, right? So if we do something a little bit different, then it's not an issue.
Yep.
Just wanted to get you guys' opinion. I don't know if there's a show already out there like that, but my kind of topics and thing would be just stuff to get off your chest, and get an opinion to see. Because, for me, it's like a lot of things people keep to themselves. And the minute you decide to share it with somebody and they show you that they're going through it as well, that feeling is fucking amazing. And why doesn't that feeling happen more often? Because I'm sure there's a lot of questions that you have that you don't ask because either you're embarrassed or you don't think the person could answer it. But when someone tells you they're in the same situation as you, it's such a great feeling to know that you're not alone, man.
Oh yeah, I agree with that 100%.
So that's, I don't know, if you want to say off the chest or you're not alone or something. It's so vague that you can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. I agree with you 100%. We can definitely sit down and talk one day, you know what I mean? And discuss those things, bro.
Yes, sir.
Not a problem.
Hopefully,
all right, people.
more.
Yes, sir. Well, we enjoyed it. This is the end of the show, unfortunately, but we will be back next Saturday. So please check us out. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Respect,
Till
y'all.
then.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping in front. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I for 95, 96. Word to Mother Soul Brother Records. My man Ram Bangers in the house. As we do it like this, check it out. 1, 2. No more words. No more words.
You don't know what you want?
I've been trying to think, but I don't know what I want.
You want Mexican? You want Asian?
You have to decide.
Did Mendes come out already?
Did he leave?
Yeah, I guess he didn't realize. Hold on. Because the same thing happened to me the first time. I was ready to come off, and then you guys like, oh, we're still talking, Yeah, I'm telling him that now.
Yeah, I like him, man. He seems to be good people.
Yeah, man. This, like I said, this guy he looked out for me, bro. Because when my son was first born, I was doing some factory work, right? And then I didn't like it, so I left the job. And he was like, yeah, he's a supervisor at a telemarketing company. He's like, come over. And at the time, I was like, I don't really want to do telemarketing, but I went over there. And yeah, he's looked out for me ever since, man. So me and this guy has been like 35 years I've known him. I didn't even notice you put the stuff here.
Open it now.
So my birthday